I have been doing a great deal of maintenance. This entire structure here, the little customized compartment. I do believe the only thing that has not been customized or specifically adjusted is the top three shelf modular systems that currently is very standard, not being adjusted. And then we come down at a little compartment. There is a little compartment, but this, all of this is customized and adjusted. Those bits and bobs that I need, and then we have compartments, 1 compartment, 2 compartments, 3 compartments, technically 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 compartments of varying sizes, designed to perfectly fit each item in a larger compartment. It's also customized and a even larger compartment at the bottom. It's more of an accessory sort of section compartment. But it's this, it's the movement, the extension to the wings that, and I'm wondering if I just take something to bridge it, to make a corner piece so it slides out the side and then goes back. This here is perfection. Each part precisely measured. I do notice a little note that I do need to pop in some more supports. Just on that little accessory shelf. It rocks. You have a little rock to you. Slide things on and off. So I do need just two little pieces. Do I have 2 little pieces? Yeah, something like that. Little, just the corner ones. I have something larger, probably about twice the size of these. It takes the weight of the shelf just fine. There's just a little resistance, just something that it can bump against, so it does not rock backwards and forwards. You can put little protective covers on them, which is quite nice. Little plastic over them. But one, two, and then I have little screws to mount them. Actually, that's what I did for the stand portion of this. Just 2 little brackets at the front. Take that initial weight, as you push it back, stop you from toppling. But it's these wings. I am wondering if that would make sense to make it so it's an L shape and put that there. I'm wondering if the weight would be okay or not. My brain is braining. So the width of this, the width of that, we take that. So we take the right hand side and rotate by 90 degrees. A 90-degree pivot. And with that 90-degree pivot, I could take something like this. Take this here, this board, give it a little clean. It's not too grubby, but it could use a little clean. So I could take this board, and so technically this right angle would fit in there, but I would want it to be leveled to, technically it would be leveled. Well, the first one would be leveled all the way down there, and then I could. It would be like a little bar, a little open. Something like that. And it has quite a nice little shine to it. And the rest of the case is just matte black. So it'll make these to be feature shelves, little extra bits in between to just bring it all together, connect it all up. And the larger angle on the base. Do not worry about the previously bored hole. We do not need though. It looks about level. This is a thicker, denser, heavier material. I could probably drive a larger screw into it. In fact, that is a good point. Ooh, I can. That will absolutely help. I know this is now upside down, but the idea of taking the weight off of this, I think if I 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Larger and smaller, I could always acquire a much more substantial bracket, but this I don't think this will break. I think this will attach nicely to you. And then on top, would it take the weight of another one? I want to test it, but if it breaks, it will be devastating. Oh, so devastating. Does this? Oh, it does have this smoothed on both sides. It is one complete. But it seems a shame to waste these extra boards. I have two of these boards. I've sat around and done nothing for about 2 years since I dismantled the desk. But I knew one day they would be useful for something. So, that, yes, because this, which is the current size shelf, is smaller because it needs to go inside the case. So if we have something that is the same size as the top, it would give consistency and balance, despite the fact that it will be slightly angled. I've always liked the idea of having a customized corner unit, not just the bookcase. All of this is where it began. It came out quite well. I suppose it's a prototype more than anything else. I do have this spare shelf. Would that make sense to do? I feel that's just busy work. Some of it is just overcomplicating things. Let me put this board down. I suppose it's... what is that? Yes, at least an inch and a half smaller than the oven. An inch and a quarter smaller. Directly in the middle of my prediction, and that would unite so there's one module at the base, which is predominantly stands and accessories. The center module, this is the important one. With those bits and pieces, then the third module is sort of just whatever happens. I sort of prettied up that shelf as it tends to catch the eye. It's nice to have something there. Give you a moment to refocus. Growing slow and tired. Let me readjust you. Just there. And then the fourth module there. The fifth the 6 will not fit on top. Take that. So we could take that one, exclude that one. Just visualizing it, because there will be an overlap. What is the overlap? It's about a foot. I'm gonna guess that it's going to be about a foot. Oh, 24. I knew that. I don't know why my brain specifically got these because of that specific measurement. Don't know why my little brain did not brain. Then we hold you up just about that. Okay, so it comes to about there. So it probably would not be wise. I mean, any middle point installation could be done at a later date. That would be fine. It would not matter. To ensure those tethered points are tidy, that also then means that if that up there was to move, it would need to be adjusted. May even need, I suppose there's about a collective inch or so, but to compensate for the 24 centimeters. Something that's about 20 deep. Add it on at the top. I think it will probably come to like that. To the end of the shelf to allow an extension at the top and allow the right angled join, so rather than the doors on the cabinet not being able to be opened, and could effectively extend that end, and I could extend a center point. I could have an additional free shelf on the end of that as well. I could get some much fancier brackets for you. Something that's like that, but with the little cross section, so it looks nice on the end. Something wooden. I did go with something brushed chrome. Plates, joints, and hinges. I do adore brass, but for what may be a prototype, it did not seem worthwhile in investing in more expensive metal. It didn't seem necessary. So, I suppose that is what I should move forward to doing. Now that I'm seeing there is a free shelf, it has not been attached. I have considered drawer sliders. I do appreciate a good drawer. A smooth but flush-sitting drawer. Maybe this is something that needs to happen. It could happen on that joining shelf. I could suspend a drawer. But I suppose that would depend on the strength of the rest of it. If that free shelf, the lower free shelf, would not be an issue for you, that would be fine. Just existing in the middle. But the higher up one, should it take weight, that's when it may need greater support. I suppose I could run a bar through the center of it, point to point, to take weight. It also depends how the weight will be perceived. The weight will always be on the outer side, the little wings on the outside. So then it could just be popped on top. If you struggle a little bit with the weight, I could always bracket it to this, the original, the heart of it all. To pull it back, keep it into place, and just add a little bit of stability. We shall see. Well, I have much work to do. Yes, much work